Poopy Playtime, and remember when I made a video about the first 2 chapters 2.5 years ago? In that video I said that I enjoyed them, that they are quote-unquote good games. Well, since that video a lot of stuff has happened regarding the Poppy Playtime IP. First of all, they released chapter 3 and 4 and ported the first 3 chapters to consoles and phones. They also made a Dead by Daylight clone, but unlike the Hello Neighbor one, it's actually competent, but that game is currently on the back burner because they figured out that making 2 games at once is like really goddamn difficult. They also have a officially licensed Roblox game. Their merch store is completely out of control. They are still selling those wacky NFTs. Remember NFTs? They got U2's collectibles, there is a full fleshed out movie in the making, they did a collab with Lanky Box, which is a YouTube channel that makes videos like this.
What is this, dude?
We got Bambolino, we got Skibbity Bambolino, bro.
Wow.
They published an official music video, got 70 million views on it. They started to make books. They did a collab with another game called Dark Deception Monsters and Mortals. They got a content creator program, and this is the biggest one, okay? Everywhere you go, literally everywhere you go, you will find Huggy Wuggy plushies. In my original video, I said that you should get used to seeing Poppy Playtime everywhere because it isn't going anywhere, and boy was I right. I mean, I even got a little Huggy Wuggy myself. From the fairs in the Netherlands to the rural villages in Malaysia, Huggy Wuggy will be there, staring into your soul. Sydney, Australia has this little market building called Paddy's Market where you can find a bunch of little gift shops, and there is a Huggy Wuggy literally around every corner. When I went to England to meet up with some friends, bam! Huggy Wuggy. And even a week or so ago, I went to Taiwan together with Cyber for a few days. We went to this place called Jofen, which was absolutely gorgeous, but wait, what was that? Did I hear that correctly? Of course there were Huggy Wuggies, man. Why wouldn't there be? And these Huggy Wuggies come in many shapes and sizes. Of course you got the classic DOG as you may, but you also got tie-dye Huggy, Hilly Willy, Glitter Greenie, Puppet Woppet, Slipper Whipper. You got this guy. I like this one. Poppy Playtime got so popular that a random duo from Canada made a really cheap knockoff of it, like really cheap, and it still became a massive hit, getting tens of millions of views on their YouTube channel and even getting their own licensed plush toys that you can buy at your local EB Games. This game, man, it has become such a hit that it's probably on the same level of popularity as Five Nights at Freddy's. I didn't even know that was possible, but somehow they managed to achieve it. And I'm going to be honest with you guys for a second. I just don't understand why. Why is Poppy Playtime so popular? I mean, I do know why. It's kids and teenagers, obviously, but at the same time, I feel like this series has reached industry planned levels of popularity. When I started making this video, I wasn't even planning on talking about any of this. My original idea was to re-review the entire game, including the new content, chapter 3 and 4. I even played all of it twice to get the full experience, kinda like how I did it with my Garden of Banban video. But after doing that, I just don't have a lot to say about it. I mean, they aren't bad games in the slightest, but the gameplay of each chapter is just so, okay. I think it works well for a short 3-hour or so game, but if you combine every chapter together, the whole experience so far is about 10 hours long, and at the end of it, like chapter 4 specifically, it becomes a bit of a slog. It's a linear horror game where the characters are the main selling point. It's FNAF, but with toys instead of animatronics. But when I walk around on the street, I don't see Freddy Fazbear around every corner. I don't see Gumball Swivel Hands, no Melted Chocolate Bunny or Liberty Chica. It is specifically Huggy Wuggy. I feel like this design is mathematically perfected to be as appealing to the masses as possible. I think this whole Poppy Playtime insanity really started to explode around 2022, about a year after the release of the first chapter, and I remember seeing a basket of these Huggy Wuggies at a shop in Rotterdam for about 10 euros each. I already knew about Poppy Playtime at that time, so I was just a bit surprised seeing it for sale in a physical store, but at the same time I also thought it was just a fad, you know, like the fidget spinners. Remember when that was a big trend?
An edible Starburst fidget spinner. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that trend lasted for about half a year or so, but it's 2025. It's been 3 whole years and Huggy Wuggy is still everywhere. It has dimmed down a bit for sure, but still, you know. And that's also just IRL. Online is a whole different ball game. For example, if you type Poppy Playtime on Roblox, it is just an endless sea of pure garbage. It's like a shitty rat race to see who can make the quickest wet slop after a new chapter releases, and it works. Even the bottom of the barrel games have millions upon millions of visits. Here is one now. Silksong got some competition, man. And you know damn well it's only a matter of time until we start seeing Poppy Playtime characters as Fortnite skins. Only a matter of time that they start popping up in Dead by Daylight and goddamn Call of Duty. That series already lost its whole identity. Huggy Wuggy would fit right in. This IP just cannot be stopped, man. I know this video is all over the place and it comes a bit over like I'm a big hater, but I'm not, okay? Poppy Playtime is still, after shit talking it this entire video, one of the better mascot horror franchises out there. And I'm not even blaming Mob Games for capitalizing on its popularity. The NFTs were stupid, okay? Like, they shouldn't have done that, but the officially licensed plushies are high quality from what I've seen. Every time one of the devs talks about their work on Elon Shitter, they always show genuine love and care for the property. I love the fake commercials they make for each chapter. The lore and secrets the series has hiding are fun to discover and talk about online. There is a lot of good stuff here. I guess my biggest criticism towards the game would be that there is no real reason to play it. It's definitely a let's play title. You get the same amount of enjoyment by watching like goddamn Markiplier play it. The price of these chapters is also whack, man. I already criticized this when chapter 2 was 10 bucks, but now chapter 4 is 20. That is absurdly steep, but you know, a lot of people still bought it, including me, so it must be working fine and dandy. I don't know, man. I'm just so fascinated by it all, since it really feels like Poopy Stinky Playtime just came out of nowhere and then spread across the entire world in less than a year. And kids love this to death, man. Seriously, every single time I meet a little goober, they can't stop talking about Huggy Wuggy and his wholesome murder gang. Remember that video of the kid naming all the monsters? A lot of kids are unironically like that, and I just can't hate it, man. It's just too silly. So I guess the whole point of this video is, yeah, nothing. Bye.